changed in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
To throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed.
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Off play action on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better...
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. Last several years, really, we always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one, but this year that position's got to play well.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's McCulley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the air, it's Underwood. He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to the running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Tight end now in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To the air, it's Underwood. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. The Rebels send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the ground, it's Marshall. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run it to the right side. Turning it on! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
On the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle, it's dribbling. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
At the 1-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from Pater.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The inside handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's got an open man. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Trying play action. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. First and 10 for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Hobbs. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Finds his man. It's Lee. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the running back. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And the defense drags him down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Diggs. Touchdown, Rebels! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the inside.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Myers on the move. A strike downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up for halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion and keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And as the clock runs out here in the 2nd quarter, this offense happy with the lead it has built, and they'll go to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the ground, it's Diggs. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked off his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, giving 5 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his man. It's Wallace. The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. The efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and more. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, hits Morgan. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right. Back to throw, it's Underwood.
Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Haynes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wallace. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Got a man, it's Wallace. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Lacey. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, that's a great job by the quarterback there not panicking, right? Because you know it's a blitz. Trust me, you know you're going to get blasted. But you keep reading coverage and you find your check down throw, get it out of your hands, and pick up the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Lee. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's dribbling. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers, between the safeties, to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. On the run, it's Haynes. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the counter. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to pound their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker. It's Stribling. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Rebels are on the move. The short hands, it's Stribling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the single back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Connection to the right. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lee. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
He's looking to throw. Right on the money. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. On the ground. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On the run, it's Haynes. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Morgan. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Trying play action. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks, it's Marsh. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle, it's McCulley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Lee. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. Time out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lee. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going to take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Catch in the middle. It's Light. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. And it's good! The game winner! How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.